Welcome to another episode of Lunch with the Shark. Join us as we dive deep into discussions about business, accounting, and finance to help you build a business that thrives. Now sit back and have a bite with your host, the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to a new edition of Lunch with the Shark. I am your host, Vidal, the Shark CFO Espinosa. Welcome to a new edition. Welcome to a new week, amazing things happening, amazing morning has it been. Very busy, shifting a lot of things, implementing new strategies, implementing new systems. Things are moving forward everywhere with everybody. Is your company and are you moving forward? How was your weekend? I hope you had an amazing weekend. I hope you had a relaxing, decompressing, that you purge your brain so you can tackle everything in your company for the new week, for the new quarter. Are you planning, or are you failing to plan, or are you planning to fail? What is it? Failure is not a bad thing. We've spoken about that. Failure is not a bad thing. So, new week, new chingaderas, new topic for the whole week. This week, we are going to be talking and learning about business models. What is a business model? What are we going to do with a business model? How we apply a business model? Hey, it's not a business plan, it's a business model. What's your model? We're trying to learn everything and anything possible in regards to my business, to your business. What are you doing? So let's dive right in. And creating a business model isn't simply about completing your business plan or determining which product to pursue. No, it's not that. What business model are you utilizing, or will you utilize in your company? You know, everything starts with knowing your business, knowing your company, and knowing mostly yourself. So everything it's about mapping out how you will create ongoing value for your customers. And we've spoken about this for a cleaning company, a added value. It's not freaking having organic products for your company. That's not it. For an accounting firm, it's not providing financial statements on time. That's not adding value. That's probably what you are hired to do so, right? On your company, if you sell cell phones, delivering the phone to your customers, it's not adding value. What is it adding value really means? What you need to do is put yourself in your customer's shoes. That is very easy said than done. Backtrack. Just really put yourselves in your customer's shoes. Shoes. Ana Georgia, shoes. Right? And in your little head, don't think like that service provider, that mentality of what is it that you like, what is it that you want. No, put yourself in your shoes, and would the product that you would buy from you, how would that add value to myself? I just hanged up a conference call right now with a possible client, and they're like, oh, I am a little bit concerned of granting you guys access. They're a possible client. We don't know if we're going to work with them or not. Granting you access to my personal finances because I don't feel comfortable somebody else doing my bookkeeping. I said, well, here it is. You don't feel comfortable with somebody else doing your books, but it's October 5th. and you haven't done your bookkeeping for 2019, which tells me that you have not even started your bookkeeping for 2020. And therefore, you're calling me because, and this is all going in my head. The other phrases I did say to him, I said, and you owe $80,000 for previous years. So this telling me here, if you don't give up the control of doing the bookkeeping, you're going to continue owing on every year $85,000 in taxes. And he's like, oh. I said, what I can offer you is accurate numbers based on the information that you provide us, an accurate action plan to reduce your tax liability. That's my added value. And he's like, huh, that's what I've been looking for. No, you knew all the time what you were looking for. The thing is that nobody had been able to put one and one together to tell you, hey, let me tackle this burden so I can reduce the biggest burden with your tax liability. Right? Huh. Ding, 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 ding. When you are starting, how do you secure a strong business model? Anybody? Anyone? Bueller? Anybody who's old enough will know about that phrase. So I just felt really, really old. Anyone? Bueller? So how you're going to tackle, or how are you going to secure a strong business model? By focusing on a benchmark analysis from your competition. By knowing your company, your business. Here are some simple steps to figure this out. You thought that I was going to just let you there to die. No, we're learning this and we're going to help you so you can find out the business model that you have to follow in your company so you don't become that company that has no direction. Okay? So the first one is identify your specific audience. Target. The target. Who does not know Target stores? Target logo, it's a target. It's two circles. A big one and a little one. I highly recommend you on printing the Target logo and blasting it in front of your company computer, or your office computer. And you're always going to have that target there. And you're going to know to identify that specific audience. You do not want to sell to the universe. The universe, it's not going to be able to buy your product or service. Plain and simple. Because the first thing is that you don't have the capacity to fulfill the universe order. I'm a restaurant. Anybody that eats or is hungry can buy an item menu for my restaurant. No, they can't. They can't. And if you think like that, some people do, you're crazy. That's my belief. You're crazy, right? So identify your specific audience. Targeting a wide audience won't allow your business to hone in on customers who truly need and want your product or services. Instead, when creating your business model, narrow your audience down to 2 or 3 detailed buyer personas. 2 or 3 buyer personas. Who's your ideal client or customer? Who would you truly enjoy working. A good friend of ours, Alex, he actually was coaching us several years ago, and he did a very interesting exercise that other coaches utilize, and it's what's your ideal day? Fully detailed, like I want to wake up at this time, and then like almost minute by minute, your ideal day. And forget about like if you're employed, if you have a business, what would be your ideal day? Okay? So do the same thing to who would be your ideal client or customer. Be very, and I cannot stretch the word very detailed on who would be your ideal client. Who would you enjoy passionately working with or working for, working together? Who would that be? How would that person look? Like most of you or most of us have an idol. Oh, he's my favorite artist. He is my favorite singer. He's my favorite movie star. He's my favorite sports person. Who would be your favorite, your ideal, your dreamed customer? Oh, he would be, she would have this hobbies, would go here, will do this, blah, 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 blah. Detailed. That's your buyer persona. That's your avatar. That's your ideal client. And now what you need to do is multiply them. And what you need to do is focus all your energy on attracting those individuals. Do you think that that individual that you just created, you can multiply it? Yes. Maybe not 100% unless you clone it, but 70 to 100% things there are going to be checkmarked. And then you're going to be like, holy shit, this is sissy. This is simple. I can actually target and focus 70% of all those things on my marketing. If your ideal client spends time in, I don't know, this restaurant, where are you going to have to go and eat? That restaurant. If this ideal client loves, I don't know, this magazine, where are you going to be? Which forums are you going to be? Which platforms are you going to be? Which social medias are you going to be? So what you're doing is you're narrowing down the universe. Number 2, deploy a strong value proposition. Oh, I have organic products in my cleaning company. Wow, dude, that's an amazing value proposition. That is not a value proposition. Establishing exactly what your business offers and why it's better than the competitors, it's the beginning of a strong value proposition. Amazing customer service. I have a really good friend of mine. He actually sells toys to convenience stores. Okay? He had no idea what he was going to do until somebody said, hey, why don't you start selling wholesale toys or small products or chingaderas that are very inexpensive? Okay, so he started it, right? And my biggest pet peeve with him is focus. He wants to have like 100 things being done at once, and there's no focus. So his attention is being divided among those 5 things that he's doing. So I said, focus, at least focus for 3 or 4 months. Guess what? He's very oriented to customer service. In the wholesale industry, retail wholesale industry of little chingaderas. Customer service, since most of the products are sold by Chinese companies do not tend to have the best customer service out there. That's my experience, okay? So they don't have the best customer service out there. He provides one of the most amazing customer service that you can have out there in this space. He sends his team or he goes himself to those convenience stores, fixes the display, provides them free displays, arranges them, cleans it, stocks it up very, very nicely without extra fee. It makes the store look nice. And he fixes the things around his display, because if there's disorganization around it, you don't see the display. You just see the disorganization. So you narrow your view, your focus on the display. Let me tell you one thing. He is killing it. More and more convenience stores are calling him to supply them. Why? Because his value proposition is, if you don't sell it, I'll exchange it. If you don't like it, I'll exchange it. No questions asked. So he's becoming the Nordstroms on the wholesale industry for those retail convenience stores. He's doing it amazingly. He found the added value to the owners of those stores. He found the added value, the value proposition to those convenience store owners. They don't have to pick up the phone and, hey, your product is not selling. No, he's visiting them on a regular basis. He is proactive. Once you got a few value propositions defined, link each one to a service or product delivery system to determine how you will remain valuable to customers over time. This is what he's doing. He's no longer doing it on his own. He has a team. And the team follows his lead. The team have become like him. They go to the stores. They know which stores they have to go. This. Now, it's not a artificial intelligence process or procedure. It's not a systematized and it's squared. No, it's not. It's human interaction, human to human. There's no script. If you have a script, people tend to catch up immediately when you're trying to sell them. Don't try to sell them. They won't buy from you. They won't buy from you. Number 3, create a demand generation strategy. Unless you're taking a radical approach to launching your company, you'll need a strategy that builds interest in your business, generates leads, and is designed to close sales. Developing a demand generating strategy creates a blueprint of the customer's journey while documenting the key motivators for taking action. Not just because you think that your lemon, strawberry, pineapple, blueberry cake that you amazingly adore because your mother tells you it's the most amazing thing that has been cooked over the face of the earth, that's not going to generate a demand of your cake. Not at all. What you need to do is you need to ask your customers. You need to analyze your trends. This wholesaler had analyzed with his first 10 or 15 or 20 clients what was their pain point And how was he generating the demand for those stupid chingaderitas that you buy for $1? What was it? And he has mapped it, duplicated, and now he has like 200 stores that he's supplying to. And that's nothing. 200, it's nothing. But he mapped it. He studied it. He analyzed it. He did a checklist. Do a checklist and check mark everything that it's identical to customer 1, customer 2, customer 3, and so forth. And do a matrix. Use a spreadsheet, use Excel, use Google Documents, use whatever you want. Use a paper and just check mark all the similarities, and there you have it. You have the way to generate the demand. And again, ask your customers, ask your possible clients. Okay? There are tons of different business models, but based on your specific situation, you will want to figure out which one is the best for you. The first one, and what I'm going to tell you is, visit invictusadvisors.com/shark to set up a time to figure out which one is the best for you. But until then, until you be proactive and do the action of calling us or scheduling a meeting, here are 4 of the traditional business models that might be a good fit for you. They might be a good fit for you. Okay? Remember, business, it doesn't come in a box. Okay? Oh, here, I'm going to use this business. No. Because even franchises that do come in a box are tailored. So every business, it's tailored. Every business has one minuscule difference, even though you think your comadre business, it's identical to yours. It's not, because they're in the same avenue, they have the same number of employees, they have they're not. Every business is tailored. Okay? Every business is tailored. So the first business model, direct product service. You sell your product or service that you create directly. Let me repeat this. Direct product or service. This business model, you sell your product or service that you create directly. For example, us. We are a direct service provider. We are a direct service provider. If you create pieces of jewelry and you sell them on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, on any platform online, you are a direct product provider. You are the artist and you sell it directly. Does that make sense? Second business model that you might be, or you might look into it, it's a subscription-based model. This is very, very popular right now. And you create a monthly charge for product or services. Give me an example of a subscription-based model. Netflix, Disney Plus. If you buy clothing online and you subscribe to get a box every month, they have a subscription-based model. If you have a course, a seminar online, you have a subscription-based model. Number 3, reseller. You resell another person's products or service. Are you a reseller? The example I was giving you, he is a reseller on a bigger basis because he goes and buys and orders boxes and or containers of products, and then he breaks them down and resells them to convenience stores. So he has a reseller model, right? Now, reseller can be direct or wholesale. He has a wholesale. Okay? And then another model would be a broker. Broker, you have people sell products and you get a percentage of a sale. Dun, 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 dun. Give me an example of a broker. A real estate agent could be considered a broker because what they do is they get hired to sell your house. When it sells, they get a commission. They get a percentage. They are a broker. Affiliates, they're also brokers. They're promoting your product or service, and they get a percentage when they close a sale. Commissionists. So out of those four, which one would you be? We also need to consider whether you're business to business. You probably heard the phrase B2B, or business to consumer, B2C. You must be familiar with the phrases I just said. You must be familiar with the models I just said, because your focus, what's your focus? And we've said it multiple times. Your focus is the reason you open your business at the first place. Okay? You must be aware, you must have knowledge, an idea of what those phrases mean. So now that we've cleared all this chingaderas, Jesus, play the video. Spotify is a great place to get past episodes of Lunch with a Shark. Open Spotify. In the search bar on the top, type in Lunch with a Shark. Select the Lunch with a Shark podcast. Once you do, select the follow button right next to the green button. By following us, you will get all the notifications for when we upload new episodes on Spotify. And then we have a couple of announcements. So this Thursday, October the 8th, at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, yes, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time this Thursday, October the 8th, we will be an important webinar. If you are interested in moving your business or opening a subsidiary, a parent company, whatever you want to open in the United States, and we're going to do this webinar in Spanish, again, called Negocios Sin Fronteras, Cómo Iniciar un Negocio en los Estados Unidos. We'll be in Spanish and give you 5 tips to open your business in the US. Now, these 5 tips are not, you can do it on your own, but don't do it on your own, please. I found so many people trying to, and I understand, at the beginning stages, capital, it's tight. Your investment, it's minimum. But you want to do things right from the get-go. It shouldn't be just a wish or a desire. Oh, I just want to do things right, but I can't. That phrase, I can't, it's your mindset limiting you based on your beliefs. Okay? I understand it sounds very like, holy shit, this guy has gone to many guru coaching seminars. Whenever you've done that and you realize that that is the truth, you're just limiting yourself. Fuck it. Do it right from the beginning. Do it with an expert. Do it with somebody that knows. What we're going to do in this seminar is we're sort of going to debunk some of the common knowledge on opening a business in the United States. Like, oh, I need a special visa to open my business. No, you don't need a special visa to open your business. What you need a special visa is to work in the United States. To work in the United States, you need a special visa. But not to open a business, not to run a business. It's your business. You're not going to be working in the United States. Huh? Okay? I just gave you one example there. So sign up. It's a complimentary free seminar. Yes, no, who doesn't like free stuff? Sign up at invictus-advisors.com/webinar. And we have very limited spaces now. I think we have, I don't know how many spaces we still have available, but what we're going to do is we're going to open up for more, because sometimes you sign up and you forget, and we can actually bring in more people. Okay, so we should probably open it up. Jesus is telling me that we have approximately 20 spaces left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask to Jesus to open it up to 20 more. So for those people that sign up, and then I know life happens, priorities, right? So life happens. Let's see if we can open it up to maybe 10 or 20 more that we can put them on a waiting list, and then open it up for them that really want to get valuable information and migrate their business into the US. And to finish up today's Lunch with the Shark, I'm going to quote Steve Blank. He's recognized for developing the customer development method that launched the lean startup model. Lean, almost no fat, but nevertheless with investment. And he said, startups don't fail because they lack a product. They don't. Most startups have a product. Startups don't fail because they lack a product. They failed because they lack customers and a profitable business model. Wow. Is that resonating with you? Startups don't fail because they lack a product. They failed because they lack customers and a profitable business model. Well, it's been an amazing start to this amazing week, to this amazing month that we've started it, for this great 2020. See you tomorrow. Bon appetit. Ciao.
Thank you for listening to Lunch with the Shark. If you would like to set up a consultation with the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa, visit his website www.invictus-advisors.com, and don't forget to subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn.